The weather hasn't been great, but I'm about to go visit my buddy Trent. Just gotta, adjust my windows real quick and we're good to go. Hello everyone. Now you might be wondering why it looks like I'm in a Norwegian prison cell, but I'm not in a prison cell. Not yet, at least. I haven't been caught. But I'm in my fancy barracks room here at Fort Knox, Kentucky. So I'm here having to take a course called CIFTIC. Can't remember what it means off the top of my head. I'll just put it here. But essentially it is certifying me as a teacher for ROTC, even though I've already been doing it for like a month. And I haven't put out like a vlog type of thing in a little bit. I've mostly been focusing on the essay portion, which are fun, but also want to give you guys an update on what I'm doing. So I'm here for the week, and let me just give you a little tour of where I'm at right now. Here's my desk. I ended up bringing my entire desktop setup because I knew I wanted to work on video stuff. This is you can read that, it's a quick preview of what I'm working on right now. But desk setup, where I would put a TV if I had a TV, obviously comes with a bed and all that good stuff. Closet and a safe that I will not be using. Here's like the kitchen living space area. I guess this would be the living/dining room. I haven't been able to use any of this because I don't have like pans and stuff. It comes with these nice little lanyards that I can pull in case I have an emergency. And of course, a bathroom. There's me. And army places are notorious for having like the weirdest shower heads ever. Like this is the shower head, and you can move it up and down, but it leaves a little bit to be desired. Now, if I'm looking a little disheveled today, it's because we got snowed in, technically. As you can see, the snow is unbelievably dense out there. I'm blinded by how bright all of this snow is. And I didn't have to go into work today, so I haven't shaved yet. I've just been working on my computer, getting ahead on like the classes and all the presentations and stuff. Tomorrow, like the big final thing, I have to give like this class that I've prepared, but it's a class that I have to give my cadets anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So far, the course has been going pretty smoothly. I feel like every other time that I post a vlog on this part of my channel, I'm just talking about another course I'm going through. I think people underestimate the level of certification you have to like do anything in the Army. At least once a week, I feel like I have to do some new online training to get a piece of paper that says I'm allowed to have access to this one half of a website that I will use once in my entire career. I will spend more time training up to use a website than actually using it. There are some websites that I have just so that I can click yes on an email once or twice a month. I spend more time logging in to make sure my account doesn't get locked out than actually using it. I have like a whole calendar for it and everything. So they have us staying in like, I think like it was supposed to be a hotel, but then they just turned it into barracks, so it's kind of like half hotel, half barracks. Let me explain a little bit. So like you have like no decoration or care about aesthetics at all, like a barracks. They also have like these weird seating areas, like a hotel. And of course, like crappy wall art, like a hotel. It's even like pixelated. For some reason, it has a serial number. It's the last night. I should probably be sleeping at this point, but sleeping and me have never been good friends ever since I probably hit puberty. For some reason, I just cannot sleep no matter what. So I'm up working on a script that you guys will see soon, depending on when I do that. It's something that I've been wanting to film for a while, but I wanted like a cool background, and this is the first chance I have to have like a cool background. But there's one problem with it. The background is outside. It's going to be like 20 degrees tomorrow, and I forgot a jacket, so we'll figure something out. Interested to see what I come up with. Please excuse the mess. I was doing laundry and I still need to pack. I think this is the first time I've used my West Point blanket since I graduated, so it's been like a nice little return to be sleeping on a government mattress with a government issued blanket. But with all that said, I'm excited to go home. It's now the final morning, getting ready to leave, but we have to pass room inspection first because it's the Army, and of course we do. So in classic fashion, the drawers are staggered. My bed is clear, and I kept the plastic on the lamp. And much like most Army inspections I've had to clean for, the only thing I had on hand were brown paper towels that you'd find in a public restroom and some strange generic disinfectant spray that has like a myriad of uses, some of which I'm not even familiar with. So hopefully Spirit 2 by Zepp is good enough. That was not a paid sponsorship, by the way. But this part sure is. Yes, sponsored. Just be happy for me, okay? Today's sponsor is Aura. Aura helps keep your information safe by identifying data brokers that are exposing and selling your information and automatically submit opt-out requests on your behalf, including junk mail, telemarketing lists, passwords, social security numbers, all that good stuff. I will say if you don't use Aura and you still are getting those telemarketing calls, if you press 1, you will talk to a live person, and it is not against the law to start spewing off all your personal problems to them before they hang up. Think of it as like really aggressive sporadic therapy. Now, these telemarketers got your info because it's been spread and shared all across the internet, and Aura scans across the entire web, including the dark web too, finding and removing your data to protect it from people trying to exploit it. It also has plenty of other great features like a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and malware protection. A true Swiss Army knife of internet security, especially against your neighbors who keep trying to get your Gmail password. It's not that I'm angry about it, I wish they would just ask me first. Let Aura do all the hard work of keeping you safe online, and if you sign up now, you'll get a 2-week free trial if you use my link, and you'll be shocked at all the stuff it finds on you that's just floating around cyberspace for people to take advantage of. I used it for myself and found data leaks from MyFitnessPal, Wattpad, and Tumblr. We won't talk about that last one, but God help the people who found it. High school was a rough time for me, okay? So use my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. You'll get a 14-day free trial, and you can see if all of your information has been leaked, because I promise it has. And you'll save time and money keeping your info safe, especially if you're like me and you're afraid of the dark web because it scares you and you don't like strangers. Okay, back to the normal stuff. As I'm planning on filming this now, I realized I forgot my tripod and a chair at home because I'm trying to film this outside, and I kind of need both. Now I get to go buy a tripod and a camping stool. This is the Patton Museum, named after the guy, and I thought it would be cool to film here because they have like tanks on display outside, but it's still like 20 degrees, so I'm going to be reading the script very fast. Some bad news. I wanted to film that video in front of a tank, which I did, but the footage is completely blown out and unusable, and I picked it to be outside so that I could read my script while wearing sunglasses, but you can absolutely tell that I'm reading the script. So I'm just gonna have to redo all of that, and before I do that though, I guess I'll talk to you guys on my couch a little bit. Let's do a quick little recap because I have not made one of these in a little bit, and you guys tend to like to know what I have going on. Spent a lot of time with friends and family at home during the holidays. Got some sweet new leg tats. My apartment flooded on Christmas, might I add. So I had to pick everything up one item at a time pretty much and carry it from a different apartment building to this one. I know it looks the same because I set it up the exact same way, but trust me, it was a huge pain having to move everything by myself, including this couch. And if you're wondering what that looked like, it looked somewhat like this image. After getting back, I actually haven't been teaching any classes because I was back, but then classes didn't start yet. And then when they did start, I had to go to the instructor course that I was just showing you. And it was a fun little thing. It was about how to teach cadets, essentially. And I like teaching, so it was pretty low threat, and I learned quite a bit. Unfortunately for my cadets, I tend to get on soapboxes about Army-related topics if my channel content wasn't of any indication. Also, you saw earlier, I'm gonna start getting sponsorships for this channel, which is cool for me. Nothing about my channel or my social media presence is going to change. It's just a really good opportunity to help me produce more content for you guys that I'm interested in that I might not have had the resources to do prior to this. Luckily, my channel is already pretty ad-friendly, I like to think, so I don't do anything too crazy on here. You won't see me like going out and doing like public pranks or anything like that. I mostly just sit here and overcomplicate fairly simple subjects. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.